Yo guys, what is going on? It is your boy Nick from Run the Foot Market. Dudes, how are we all doing today? I'm back at it. Probably episode, I want to say number 6 or number 5. I'm not even sure. Like, I'm not really like tabbing or keeping close with what episode number we're on. We're just kind of going at it. We're trying to hit 250,000. We come on today to the account with 130,000 coins. Now, just giving a first look. Kostic we bought for I think 23, sold for 27,750, and then Lokati we bought for 14, and that was a good one. We sold him for 22.50. Ben Yedder was a mistake, but we still ended up selling him breaking even, which I was like, yo, we'll take that. And then Kovacic, I don't know how to say his name. I just had to relist him because he didn't actually sell. This dude at this point is pissing me off after so many relists of just not selling. We're going to list him up one more time, and if he doesn't sell him in, I'm just going to quick sell him. So we're back at it today, boys, with another episode, obviously, trying to get our way to 250K. Did the marquee matchups come out today? Oh, marquee matchups didn't. Somebody told me like marquee matchups came out today, and I was like, that's the most random thing ever. So you're seeing this on a Monday right now. Now, what do Mondays usually entitle? Right now, there's a lot of panic selling for Lunar New Year. So there's a lot of people that are listing cards a lot lower than what they should be, especially in the icon department, right? That's in the icon department. I'm not really, you know, wow. So Ben Yedder was just low last night. He's right back up. So we could have listed a little bit higher, I think. So we're going to do our daily, just looking really quick at position change. Like that right there is one I'm looking at. And all this, like this is our position change method. This is what we've been using to do a lot of things regarding, you know, everything. This has really been doing well for us. So we've already got a Kostic. Now this Kostic also comes with a Hunter. So let's go see on the market really quick. What does Kostic go with a Hunter? And after we pick up this Kostic, guys, we're going to try something different on today's episode. I want to see how it works. And if it does work, brilliant. We're going to make some coins. I want to see if it's a working thing. Like we have to scope it out. We got to see how it's looking. This Kostic is actually 28K right now. So that's going to be, if we win this, that's beautiful. I don't know if we're going to win it. Left forward. Oh, that's his previous inform. Okay, it looks like this Kostic is chilling at like, I want to say 26,000. If we win this, this is going to be really good. Really, really, really good. Now, what I'm going to show you guys after we win this is another way where sometimes you can get players to sell easier. And this is, we're not going to be doing a ton of this, but it is called Tech Avion. Now, this is a method that a lot of French traders that I am friends with and in the community by the names of Bagons, Ram, Dutsinho does it a lot. I'm trying to think of other French traders. I don't want to leave anybody off the list. Those are the three main guys that I talk to. They don't speak a ton of English, but they're very knowledgeable. They're all like over 50 million transfer profit. They basically have this method that they utilize, which is you would buy a player for maybe a K or two under its selling price. If you can get them position change, that's great, right? Because the position change adds value. That's why you guys are always hearing me talk about how why a position change adds value, right? So what they do essentially is then they apply fitness. So you need to make sure the player has 99 fitness. And then what they do is they apply contracts, right? So they throw them up with contracts. Now, obviously, we don't have any contracts. So what I can go do, like, we don't really have, it's not worth it for us to do. I just wanted to put them into the club to get contracts on them. Basically, you would put them on 99 contracts, and then you list him maybe 3 to 4K over his actual selling price. And yes, they do sell. But unfortunately, that's not kind of where we're at right now. So what I'm going to do with you guys is I'm going to say, I just wanted to put 99 fitness on them, guys, because when you have a player with 99 fitness, that sells a lot easier. So it looks like the cheapest for Kostic with a Hunter was, I think, 26,000, but it was hardly on the market. What I'm going to do is I'm going to list this Kostic 30,750, a Cam and a Hunter for 12 hours. That's going to be like 4,000 or 5,000 coins profit, and we're already rolling. What we're going to do really quickly, guys, is we are going to really quickly, again, just check if there's any other things coming up here for Cam. I want to take a look at a player or two after this. And then right away, this is the state of the market right now. That's why I wanted to get on here and just check out Cam's and all that right now. This is the state of the market, right? A lot of people are just kind of panic selling. I mean, there's no other way to really put it besides the market's kind of in a state of panic. That's kind of how I explain it. So we're going to go look at a Rafael. Now, this Rafael also has a Maestro on it, so that's good enough. 48,000 coins looks like the cheapest for this Rafael. I don't know what the bid was at. It's at 47, so that's already way too high. Now, looking at Lanzini, what is Lanzini's current price? I think Lanzini's current price, it looks to be 38,000, so that's still not a great deal. Really quick before we walk into this to this method that I was looking at. Let's take a look at shadows and hunters, and we're going to look 2 pages in. That's it. We're just going to see, is there anybody with a shadow or a hunter that potentially looks like somebody we could just add to our watch list and consider getting involved with. So nothing there that really looks too good. And sometimes, guys, the best way to make coins is just taking a player that you think is getting bought a lot and checking where he is on the 59th minute, right? Like, where is he? So he's got 103K right there for James with a hunter, right? So that seems pretty low to me. So let's go onto the market right now and look at what is the cheapest that James with a hunter actually goes for. Because I know this inform sells for like 110K around that area. But with a hunter, that should sell for a little bit more. So it looks like 100, and it looks like 100. So this one's already got a bid up to that price, 103K. And I think what's interesting, guys, is if you go onto Flippin and you go look at like an example of James' inform, right? So you guys can come over here with me. We look at James' inform, right? And he's been 108,000 coins. Well, okay, he should probably sell for a little bit more with a hunter. So that's a whole added value within itself. I like the buy. I think it's completely sellable. Now, the problem is we have this tax of 5K. So it's not... Listen, on my main account, if I'm doing small trading and stuff like this, I would totally pick it up and sell it right away. But the deal is, boys, that we have only 105,000 right now, so it's not really worth it on our budget, right? Because on our budget, we'd have to put all of our coins into him and hope he sells quickly. Because I want to be trading. I don't want to be sitting around here all episode waiting for cards to sell and things like that. So that's another issue with that. But it's simple things like that sometimes, boys, where you can just look at players on the market like that and say, okay, like what, what's the deal? Like, what is that going for? This is interesting as heck to me. That's a position change. We're gonna look at this Okazaki as well. We're gonna look at Okazaki and a Talisca. I'm telling you, boys, this position change, man. If you guys are on anywhere budgets under, if you guys are on budgets anywhere south of freaking, I don't even know, man, anywhere south of like 500K, like, it's been so successful for me, even on this account, that I'm gonna start going over to my main account, which has like 25 million coins, and just doing this when the market's dead. I might just start doing this. So I'm looking at Talisca. The cheapest is 25,000 coins for an Anderson Talisca. So we're going to definitely hop on this. That's one that I'm super interested in. And I want to look, what does he sell for in a CDM position, right? A CDM position with a hunter. Are there even any on the market? 31,000 coins. So we're going to try to pick this guy up anywhere north of 22,000, I think, is the goal. And if we go look on the market and minus all this stuff, like what is he selling for without any position change or anything? So if we look at on the market, right, like what's his cheapest? It's 23,000 coins. So we know that we're getting such an added value with what's on this card. And you can see that the Ham is already sold with a hunter. That was a great buy. Just not a buy that I was interested in. So I think, you know, basically, and you guys are probably sitting here in the comments, some people are wondering, like, well, why didn't it sell at 25,000 coins, and why are you able to sell these? The longer you list, guys, it's kind of like, it's perfect for this series, this kind of trading, because I'm not always on this account, right? I'm only on this account when I'm recording for you guys, and we're looking to trade and make coins on here for the series, right? So it's nice for me to be able to list things overnight and list things while I'm not actually on the account. That's why this method essentially really makes sense for the necessary needs and the things that I want to get done on this account. It allows me to pick up players underpriced and list them up overnight at higher prices. So I'm still fine picking him up right now at what his actual selling price is, due to the fact that a hunter adds probably 4K to the card, and a CDM adds probably like another K. So what I want to talk to you guys about, though, is something really interesting that happened on my main account today. So I was trading with a 93 Hazard on my main account today, and basically, I bought him for 1.08 million, right? And he sells for like 1.2. So I listed at 1.17 because I wanted to get it out. And somebody bought somebody bought somebody else's that was at 1.185. So somebody listed 15K higher than mine, was actually on the market longer than mine. Mine got put up as an undercut. And somebody bought that other card instead. Don't ask me why, but it's pretty nuts how that happened. I'm gonna buy this card. Screw it, let's do it. Somebody bought the other card because somebody moved it from left forward to left wing. A position change that costs 500 coins gave the dude another freaking, like, that's what I'm saying, boys. It's so crazy, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's so crazy. 15K extra for a position change. What a joke. Okay, so what I'm interested in doing right now, a lot of these J League silvers. Now, this is something that I think is interesting, right? Because J League Silvers are up right now because there is a, I'll show you, there is a Cristiano League SBC. So that's going on right now. This is like a big time card. Apparently there's a lot of these J League Silvers. I'm just basically going to look into it, see if there's anything going on. And listen, if it's not worthwhile, because we're on the budget that we're on and we're not on the trading to 100K series anymore, if it's not worth it, we're going to get right back off and we're going to go figure out what else can we do. And I'm going to also show you another. Oh, do we want to do this right now? I can't decide if I want to do this because there's something else I want to go look at. But let's see. How good is it on open bids? Like, I want to see, is there a lot of open bids? Well, the thing is, it looks like they're all getting bid up already. This dude is what? How many coins? 4,700? All right, let's see how efficient it is, right? Like, if I throw a bid on him, am I going to get outbid immediately? Yeah, dude, people are trading like crazy on this. So if he goes for 4,700, which he appears to go for on the market, we might get outbid. I could go to 3.4, but at that point, it's only a K. And that's why I'd rather trade with position changes and trade with informs. And there's actually something that we're going to go do in a minute that I do want to show you guys, is another way of sometimes making coins. You just need to become, all right, we're on the budget of right now where I just don't, like, my energy is devoted to making, like, now more coins on a card, right? And we're not at that stage where that's actually efficient when you're on a lower budget. Now it's efficient to be trading with a lot of informs and things like that. So you guys always see me going and looking at some of these cards. Well, that's because I know their selling prices. And a lot of the times, a lot of these rare cards, even any team of the week, you can go to any team of the week and just do this, right? We're on team of the weeks and we're just searching for deals. No deals there. But I'm showing you guys, this is simple stuff that when you learn the player's price and you scroll through here and you're looking for card prices, like, you can find yourself a deal on here. This is totally a thing. And then people list low. So you just got to kind of get, it's not even luck, it's just the timing of when you got onto it. A lot of the time is really, like, it's just interesting. And also you'll see something like this, right? So that's something that I want to go look at. So this is what I want to show you guys too. You know how we were doing position change trading before? Well, there's also this thing of, okay, like a guy like Falcao, right? He's got this inform. Now, he sells for 48,000 coins with the inform. But what does he sell for in the cam? So somebody has listed him in a cam and a hunter for his legit selling price. And on a card like that, you can get a lot more juice out of it. So this is what I want you guys to see. So this card, did we miss it already? Did somebody buy it? So this card was listed 500 coins higher. Okay, 500 coins higher, guys, than the next cheapest. So you know what I'm going to do? You already know what your boy's going to do. 48,500 coins for a card that was taken down from striker to cam and then had an additional hunter placed on the card. I mean, that's a deal. That is where you look at it and say, okay, that's a deal. And we looked earlier and, like, it was like, what's the next cheapest listing? The next cheapest listing was 61K. Let's throw it up for 54.5. Who cares? Don't get greedy, right? Don't get greedy. That's also another thing that's, man, it's interesting to look at, right? So also, it's not only with the informs that this position change thing is occurring, right? You can do this, man, with cams. It's not as easy, right? But honestly, it's better with informs. But if you're a guy who's on this channel and you're like, you got to just scroll through the gold market and see, is there anything that's like a big time position change, right? That's a gold card, because sometimes people don't always get on that stuff. So let's also do this thing. Let's do, I'm loving trading with informs right now. I'm telling you guys, I'm loving it. So like, we've got 31,000 coins left to distribute on this episode. I want to go broke. I want to go broke on today's episode. This is legit how I would trade on this budget. Trying to get ourselves up to 250 so we can start trading a little bit more with the big boys. Not a ton more, but a little bit more. We're now being able to trade with kind of the medium budget investments. I think as a plan, guys, we may actually... Oh, whoa. Do you guys see what I'm seeing? I saw a big time position change. It's not an open bid. What we may actually do, guys, tomorrow's episode, when marquee matchups are out, we may make some investments from the team of the week. I mean, looking at the team of the week, I want to just... there's a few cards that I think could rise before we get this Lunar New Year crash. And I think we got to see, how are the prices looking tomorrow? Are any buyable? So we'll totally look into that, and we'll take steps as we go. All right, we're going to look at that Talisca. And we're also going to look at Moy with a Shadow. I think we've picked up a Moy with a Shadow before, if I'm not mistaken. I think we've definitely gotten that card. I just can't remember at what price. Let's see, what does he go for? Looks like 32,000. It looks like 32,000, I want to say. So this is also something you can do, right? Like, yeah, it's an interesting thing, but let's just look at Moy in general, right? Let's go see what's his cheapest on the market, right? Which is, let's say 32,000, right? That's his cheapest on the market. Okay, now, are any in position change? So this one's CDM and Anchor. Probably not going to sell for that much more. But it's just interesting to look at that kind of stuff. So we're going to throw a bid on this. This guy goes for 22K. And then this Moy really isn't I'm not too interested in the Moy. I don't think it's that sellable. I just don't love the margins on it. So right now what you guys see me doing though is like, okay, CDM and Anchor. What does he go for in a CDM and an Anchor? Is there any big time added value there? I'm not sure. So that's why I'm looking. Yeah, it got bought. It got bought. So that's an example right there of something that probably was flippable. There was more money in it. Somebody listed at the exact selling price. It's all about checking the market, right? And seeing, is there anything that's been like position changed? It doesn't always need to be you're winning a card with a position change already. It's looking at a card saying, okay, this was listed at the selling price. I'm going to be sleeping for the next 12 hours. I can pick this up and just make money while I sleep. That's really what it's about. So that's what I just want you guys to start to understand. That's really all what it's about. I don't think we won this, Talisca. I let it go. At the end of the day, it is what it is. We gotta go broke, man. This episode. So, should we try the cam? We've got to go broke, man. I want to spend all of our coins. I want them to all be doing things in different places. So, okay, that's not gonna sell. None of the cams are really great. Stindl, 22K Stindl? No, he is 22K. We gotta take a look at these Path of Glories more. I mean, Path of Glories are interesting because they're kind of a dead, like, live item. Like, they're live items, right? They can get informs, but they're just kind of dead. Like, nobody ever trade. I never see anybody trading with them. I don't see much action with those cards ever. Ever. I never see action with those cards, which is just, it's just weird. Well, we're gonna give it a shot. All right, here's what's next. You guys are like, what's next? What's next? We're gonna give it a shot with all right, what's this Farfan at? We're gonna check out this Farfan too. We'll add that to the watch list. But we're gonna give it a shot real quick. We've got about probably anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes left. I don't want to kill you guys here, but we've got about 5 to 10 minutes left. Let's check out Bundesliga Silvers. Now, this is for a Liga SBC. I'm just wondering, are these guys up? Are they profitable? I always like trading with these Liga SBCs, man. They're easy flips overnight. And while you're only making 300-400 coins a card, if you get like 10 of these, man, it's just easy money. That's kind of where, that's always where I'm thinking, like, it's like about the quantity you win. It's not you know, it's not about how much per card. It's about how many are you making. How many are you picking up, rather. So we'll add 3 there. I'll keep trying to add some as we go. Now, this is a very easy method, guys. If you guys are just tuning into this series, it's something that's super easy to do. You guys kind of just add all the transfer targets you want to look at, and then basically what you're gonna do is you're gonna do something like, so we already looked at him. His cheapest was like 800, so we're gonna pick him up. Now, this guy's cheapest, it appears to be, it looks like it's 2,000. Now, I don't know if that's a selling point, but that's not. I'm not loving that one. This guy is how much? So this guy is 3,700. This guy's a big boy. So we're gonna go in for this one. This guy. It's also interesting, man. The non-rares seem to be the ones that are less looked at. I will give you guys the heads up there. It always appears to be the non-rares sometimes go for a lot, and it's only the rares that are the ones that are actually looked at. Like, people pay a lot more attention to the ones that are rare, and I don't know if there's any, like, reasoning behind that, but it just seems to be that, like, not everybody's always focused on the rares. This dude sells for 5,100, 4,500. That's not profitable. You have to look at it sometimes to be like, okay, well, like, is this profitable? And that's the same dude we had before. That dude is not profitable. We're going to keep going on this goalie a little bit. And then we have this Farfan coming up in a minute, which we're going to try something out with that. I'm going to show you guys what I want to try. I'm going to try something out with Farfan that I think you guys might be, I think you guys might like. So we won 2 cards already. That's just something easy you guys can do. I mean, it's nothing really complex. So we're going to list this dude overnight for 650 just to get it to sell. That's triple what we bought it for. So if you guys have like 4,000 or 5,000 coins, I mean, this method's going to become your favorite friend, best friend. And then we're going to do something really quick. So we've got this Farfan coming up in a minute. Now, we can look on the market, right? And what's the cheapest Farfan is going for with a hunter? First of all, that's what this card has. Has a hunter on it. This is a card that is used. 21,000 coins. Okay, we're gonna add that. We might buy that one because I believe that one's gonna be the cheapest one on the market. I don't think that one's gonna go. I don't think that one's gonna stay below 21,000. We could check. That's the cheapest on the market. 99 contracts as well. Okay, this is a perfect. Oh, I'm so freaking happy that I'm so happy about this card. This is what I want to show you guys right now. That couldn't be more perfect. I don't know why that guy listed him in that kind of format, but we'll take it. We'll take it. So what I'm going to show you right now is this method, and this is called kind of like Tech Avion. It's the method of, look at this. So Farfan with a cam is going for 21,750, but that's not really like, you see how the fitness is down and that's not that appealing. So we just got Farfan for the cheapest on the market, but we also got him with a with 99 contracts. Now that's huge. That is big time. So I want to position change him to a cam. I think that people will pay more for him as a cam, and I think we could try it out. I just want to see how much is it to change a striker to a center forward. I believe it's like, we got to see how much is it. Is it under 1,000? Okay, we got lucky. We sniped that. So we just completely sniped that. That's kind of lucky. It's not that lucky, but it's lucky. Now, how about a center forward to a cam? This is going to cost us more. Wow, that's expensive. What the heck? 3,800. Center forward to a cam is 3,800. So this is obviously, when you guys see that I win a card that's in a cam position, you can see why people pay more for it as lazy buyers, right? Because it only makes sense. Wow, that's interesting. All right, let's try something. Let's try to snipe this. Otherwise, do I even like that? 3,300. We'd have to sell it for 30,000. You know what I'm gonna try, guys? Let's try this, right? Let's go ahead and try this. So we have this Farfan, and what I'm going to do here, we're going to convert it to a center forward. We're not going to convert it because we got a great deal. We got an amazing deal on the position change card. That was like half off, and because it has 99 contracts and a position change, it's going to be more appealing. I'm going to list it for, let's go for 29,750. Let's try this. 12 hours, 29,750. Now, let's see if this method works. We are now out of coins, I believe. Two things just sold, but I think we're out of coins. We sold both the League SBC Silvers already. All right, maybe I listed those too low. Thank you, boys, for tuning in today. I appreciate you guys watching. I'm going to be back at it tomorrow, showing you guys the sales and showing you guys some more new methods. Smash the like if you guys enjoyed today's upload. And yeah, boys, check out some of the new videos we've been putting out on this channel down in the description below. Thank you, boys, for watching. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you soon. Peace.